Do you want to build a snowman? Or run our bikes around the hall? Okay, that's enough. The things are happening. That's overdue. Okay, that's enough. Okay, sorry. Anyways, 3, 2.
What's up, Fishbowl family? Welcome back to another Thursday here at Small Fish Big Pond with the twins you know and love, Ren and Joe. Let's get into the recap. We got a nice episode for y'all today. All right. We'll start off with our little Ryantwins recap, recapping what's been going on over the last 2 weeks or so. I know we took a little bit of a hiatus. We'll explain that for y'all a little bit later in the episode. But honestly, it's been jam-packed. I did a job interview for a promotion. I got a tattoo. I'll show some pictures for y'all. I really like it personally. I always get tatted around this time of the year. I'm honestly late because usually I had 3 tats by now. But hey, yo, we got it. It's nice. It's in the healing phase. It looks kind of ugly, but yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on for me. Joe, what about you? Well, I got my G, so I'm a big up driver now. Yes, for those of you that thought I already had it, no, I didn't. I was driving on my G2 this whole time, but yeah, I'm happy that I have my G. I'm gonna start doing Uber Eats, so catch me at Uber Eats. Catch you at a Uber Eats, near you. Catch you on a delivery app, brother. Yeah, I don't know. I be fumbling that one. But yeah, what else happened? We got to watch our friends play in a rec league. It's called Jungle League for anybody that's interested. They already have their teams and spots filled for this season, but they're looking to expand. Come out and watch. Come check it out. See, maybe potentially where you could fit in if you have a team, if you know anybody that want to get together and play. It's just a good vibe all around. It's in the end, Scarborough Playground, right by the LA at Warden and Ashton B. So it's close by. That's mad close. Usually when we play in our rec league, we gotta go 25 minutes driving. It's on the DVP. On the DVP. Why do I gotta take the DVP just to play some rec basketball, man? You know what I mean? So it's close. It hits close to home. For us, it's 5 minutes from here. So it's super proper. We got to see our friends hoop. It was nice. It'd be a little rough, No, man, they're not in shape like that, but they be out here, doing their thing and whatnot. Girl said the man them. Speaking of hooping and not being in shape, you played in a tournament recently. Why you gotta start that? Why you gotta segue to me like that? Because, where you not subbing yourself up? Yeah, I can't even lie. I was running the most subs. But I like to see that as humility and leadership to be able to give everybody else a chance to play. I was fucking bucks. Girl thought she was Kyrie Irving. Nah, she Uncle Drew. No. She Uncle Drew. I was. I can't even lie. That was a really fun tournament. A lot of the girls we met literally that day. We're guys, this is our team. But we had the chemistry ASAP, man. I'm talking about I can't even lie. That was looking old, old style, old school type of basketball, moving, cutting, shooting. We played a great game. We didn't end up winning, but it's all in the. I wasn't there, It's all in the process. We were down a few mans for a few games, but we really came on, fought, and it was fun. Cause I can't lie, I love hooping, so getting that opportunity to play was good. But best believe I was out for the next couple of days after that. She was out, bro. Knees hurting, back hurting, can't move my arm, back sore, head hurting. I was cooked. But yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna do the next one because I'm delusional, bro. Definitely. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that was our week. Not much to it. A couple of little fun things here and there, but moving on into we got to watch a couple basketball games too. Well, I was gonna say moving on into the W, all things W. We've been keeping up with our rookies, of course, but also just opening week, second week. About 2.5 weeks in, man, the rookies are hooping. They're beating the allegations. Talk about they might not be able to adjust to the physicality. Shut up. I can't even lie. Yeah, the naysayers, stop your yapping straight up, because they are tearing you guys up. Caitlin Clark's averaging 15 and 6. Angel Reese is averaging, I think it's 13 and 7. Almost 8 boards. She just got her first double last night too, on the game on Tuesday. So Brink second in the league in blocks. Yeah, literally, like, these rookies, like, Rakia Jackson's getting her fix. Like, yo, like, these rookies are showing up for their teams, man. It just sucks because a lot of those teams are struggling, like, really and truly.
Yeah,
like,
I'm really. It's shaky with the Mystics start, like 0-6. So I thought they would be a lot better, but I know Aaliyah isn't the answer to all of their problems. They'll eventually figure it out, get their first win. But our early ROI predictions, Joe.
Rookie of the year.
Who do you think right now, like your top 3 for Rookie of the year?
Unfortunately, not even unfortunately, like, I can't lie. If you look at the stats she's putting up, like, she just had a 30 ball in the game on Tuesday. Like, she had 3 blocks, 3 steals, best defensive output that I've ever seen in the 2 years that I've been watching her play. It's going to be Caitlin Clark.
When you're watching her on the court, I'm looking at her. She's sprinting. She's hustling. She's trying to guard everybody. Like, that's something she was not doing at Iowa.
She was not doing at Iowa for sure. And, they'll figure it out. But, yeah, it's going to be Caitlin Clark. But ideally, I think, like, if you're looking at, like, an honorary member, high key, like, I'm saying Angel Reese. Like, it's Angel Reese or Cameron Brink for me, straight up.
That's your top 3?
Yeah.
I would say Clark for sure, number 1, she's heading it. I would say Cameron Brink is like my number 2. And then a sleeper that I think can really go off towards it, like in the middle of the season when she finds her groove, is Kate Martin. Like,
yeah, she's tough.
Look out for her. She's tough. She's tough. Honorable mention, Angel Reese. Like, she put me to shame when Jose and I were thinking about who our predictions were, and I saw that double-double. I was like, maybe I might have to sneak into the 3rd spot. But I do think Kate Martin's going to come alive.
Yeah, she good. She's tough. Like, she's always in the right spot. She's getting her shots off. She's defending. Like, she's playing great basketball. I mean, she is a great player, and I can't lie, I was unfamiliar with her game until this point, but she's a dog. She works. Like, I can't even lie. She works. Straight up.
Hundos. I just like the fact that, like, she's with the team and the vibes are carrying. You know what I mean? Like, she's having fun with them out there.
Yeah. And I can't lie, like, on that note, though, too, like, it's a little unfortunate to see that as nice as they've been playing, as high level as they've been playing, these other teams are, like, some of these girls are literally just out there to hurt them. And, like, people are going to say, oh, that's just a rookie. That happens to rookie. We've watched a lot of basketball. We've watched a lot of rookies come in and have their welcome to the league moment. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about girls clotheslining them, hitting them in the head, like, all this ridiculous, like, kind of stuff that's not even basketball plays. Like, if you're getting ejected for the defensive play that you're doing to choke slam a girl mid going up in the air, like
that is dangerous.
Like, not only is that not basketball, like, you're just out here trying to hurt people, and it's the rookies that you're going after. Like, you're bitter.
You're
Like,
bitter.
like, your 40-year-old self with your 40K a year. This is why you're not getting paid more than 40K a year, because you're not doing nothing but hurting people. Like, Alyssa Thomas go join the big 3. You, Draymond, and Joel Embiid would be
honorable mention.
Literally, you guys would go on the nastiest 3x3 run. I promise you. Or join the NFL Combine.
Like, playing prison basketball out here. Like, y'all gotta chill,
bro. Fix up.
Speaking of the rookies and their teams, some teams not performing, some teams performing better than we expected. Let's talk about the power rankings. Like, going into the season, we got some bottom tier teams that were looking like, okay, they probably ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah. But then we got the top teams not performing the way I thought they would.
Like, a lot of what's expected and a lot of what's unexpected, I would say. Definitely top of the list for unexpected was the Mystics being 0-6. Like, still not having a win.
Yeah. Like, the Fever have a win. Yeah. I thought the Fever would win maybe 2 games, and the 2 games would have came like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, so the Mystics being 0-6 was a shocker.
Seattle being 3-3 or 4-3 now, because I think they won their game last night.
Yeah, they beat Chicago.
So 4-3, that was a shocker considering their big 3.
Yeah, like, going on there, but to be expected. Obviously, your top 3: Connecticut, Las Vegas, and New York. Connecticut's just tearing up, though. Like, 5, I think they're 6-0 right now because they just whapped Phoenix.
Phoenix Merchant whapped.
When you hold, like, when no player on the other team, like for Phoenix, nobody scored double digits. Not a single person scored double digits. That is great team defense for Connecticut.
That is garbage offense.
Yeah.
For one.
They shot 22% from the field. Like, that's insane. I don't think I've ever shot 22% in my career.
The Fever.
But then again, I'm not going up against WNBA
last night
players.
Shot 28% from the field and still managed to score more buckets.
Yeah, they shot 30-something. Like, they ended up shooting better, but, that was a shocker. But the Fever, I can't lie, even though it's expected for them to be struggling, even though it's expected for them to be struggling, I'm actually shocked because they should, when you watch them play, they should be a lot better. I think they should at least be 3-3. I don't think they've deserved to win all games. Like, they've played Las Vegas, you're not going to win that game. They played Connecticut, you're not going to win that game. But losing to, like, Seattle, like, they could have beat Seattle. Like, there were, even the game last night against LA,
That was a winnable game.
that
for
was a
them.
winnable game. And like what Caitlin
Like, they
Clark,
still kept it close given their poor shooting performance.
yeah. And the thing, and it's funny because when we watched the game, instantly the issues with the coach. They were up the minute she pulled Caitlin Clark out. LA made a run, and the Fever never came back. And it's not to say that Caitlin Clark needs to play 40+ minutes every night for them to win.
But timing is everything.
Yes, exactly. And her timing's off. Also, too, like, it doesn't even look like they're running a set offense
They're just
or
out
any
there doing
plays.
whatever
Like,
they're whatever they want.
sometimes they have good offensive plays, but they lack the consistency to do it, like, possession after possession. They just kind of look lost, jacking up whack ass threes. Even Caitlin too, as a rookie, like, as a coach, like, you have to be, yes, I understand not wanting to clip her wings, but you can't be letting her, like, you're down 5 and she's pulling up from the logo on the first possession out of a timeout. Like, that
shouldn't have been what you drew on the clipboard.
That's definitely not what you drew on the clipboard, if you drew anything at all.
The other thing too is, like, you're playing everything through her. She just got here. Aaliyah has had a year in the league, set her feet. They are both smart and very talented players. Offenses run better when they run through their bigs. That's just a fact of basketball.
Creates more spacing, more shooting opportunities for Caitlin. You see in those plays when she's playing off the pick and roll with Aaliyah, how her shooting, like, her shooting percentage goes up because of the space that she's able to create, because Aaliyah draws in so many
much attention,
defenders,
yeah.
so much attention, right? So it's like, for Christie, like, I don't know what her background is in coaching, but I can't see her being the coach. Like, if at all for the rest of the season, next season they got to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Because if this is Caitlin's next 4 years,
it's gonna
she's
be
cooked.
rough. I
She's
would say
cooked.
to the Fever fans to temper your expectations, bro. She
Yeah.
is not the Messiah.
a lot of suffering.
She is not
Yeah.
the Messiah.
Not the
She is
Messiah,
not
bro.
taking y'all out the gutter just yet.
Yeah, you're lucky if you win 5 games, bro. Lucky if you win 5.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
No, like, I can't even lie. Like, yeah, it's insane. I can't lie. I need to be subbed in, though. Like, for coach, I feel like I'd be okay.
You know what? Yeah. You be all right.
I mean, I've coached worse players. You know, I feel.
Have you coached players that good?
Nah, so that's why I feel like I'd be better.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you never know. Like, look at the coach of OKC. He went from a G League coach to taking the Thunder to the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, you're really, you have good expectations for me. I was just more so like subbing in for a 1-2 game.
Oh, like a celebrity.
Like, when we go to
Celebrity
Phoenix, like, I might just have to
Yo,
ask
walk down
Christie
to the bench.
come chat. Yeah,
Like, yo,
Drag the shooter out.
Christie, let
Miss
me chat.
Christie.
Let me holler at you, bro. Let me holler at you. Just come.
Miss
Like,
Christie,
really.
come. I gotta
Let
tell you
me
something.
tell you a 1-2 thing, bro. Nah, bro, you ain't doing
You know,
that.
like my Caribbean mom, bro. Come. Let me just tell you this one thing. You know, like, we were talking about it at the tournament, right? Because we were talking about how, you know, that you're playing in your AAU tournament or whatever ball tournament you're playing in, and there's always that group of moms just sitting there chirping
the ref.
Every single thing. Coach, you gotta do this. You gotta do this. And it's like, yo, I'm trying to focus on the game, and my mom's out here with like 3 other moms just straight up.
Nah, bro. Or I do like some stupid turn over the ball and running down the sideline, boom, smacking that.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like that would be me at the game. Like, I'd be like that group of moms in the corner being like, coach, you gotta do this. You gotta do this. I promise you gotta do this.
Nah, bro. When I was working for the team, like, I'd be sitting there, like, sweeping the floors, whatever, and being like, that was a stupid rotation. You probably should have ran this. I'm like, you ain't gonna listen to me. I wouldn't have done that. Ooh, that was kind of dumb. That was a rush shot. Like, I'm sitting here, like, analyzing the game, and it's like, how am I out here just sweeping the floors, and you can't even see what I see?
Yeah, like, we on the same
You got
court.
film. You got everything. All I got is these 2 eyes that don't work that well.
You have all the resources and still not making the right decisions. It's insane. Like, nobody said you're perfect, but nobody said you have to be garbage either. Like, that's just my opinion there, like, to be honest.
A lot.
But, you know, I mean, given the fact that we could probably do better in Toronto, so
The W in the 6, better.
Yeah, so as you guys have heard the news of the Valkyries coming to Golden State for 2025, we found out about a week ago
That a WNBA team is coming to the city that we all know and love.
She wanna come to Toronto.
I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. Simply put, excited.
I mean, Renee and I right away, as soon as we found out the news, like within the first 30 minutes, we were looking for whatever the wait list for the seasons tickets, and obviously we secured our spot because we are gonna be season ticket holders. And yeah, man, like this is huge. Like it's not only gonna bring our talented athletes back, but it's gonna give girls that opportunity to see themselves playing professionally for their country, right? As of right now, it's just Toronto in Canada getting a team. So yeah, like I think that's incredible. Lot to celebrate. You know, there's definitely, you talk about hoop queens in the women's league. There's definitely so many avenues now for women to just be surrounded by basketball and be excited about basketball in Canada, but in Toronto specifically. So I think that's great. And hey, man, you know the good news too? They haven't found colors yet or a team name, and they want fan input. So
I mean, I've seen a lot of things circling around on the socials about what the potential names would be. My favorite one was actually on another podcast. They said Toronto Tings.
Bruh.
And I was like,
bruh,
hold on. The Tings, like, you know, the drinks that we all like, that's a crazy marketing
drink.
That is
That's
a crazy marketing opportunity right there. Like,
yeah, they'd be
crazy.
sponsored by Tings.
Sponsored
Yeah.
by Tings, bro. Like, bro, that'd be crazy. Let's go Tings.
That's so trash. That's so trash.
But no, in all seriousness, the ones that have been floated out there were Toronto Huskies, which I don't want to like. Like, I don't want to
I don't
like
want
it.
it to be Toronto Huskies.
But I guess it kind of makes sense because I think that was like the original name they were going to go with for the Raptors.
But there's a reason they didn't go with it. And
You know what I mean? Like, we need to find that reason and make sure we remember the reason we didn't go with it to
and
begin
just
with.
go with something better. Like, I don't think the Huskies is. I don't think it's not even like Canadian. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's
I mean,
just something
neither is the
about it.
Raptors, but
Like, I can't be hype. Something about it isn't hype to me. Like, the Raptors, bro, like, that's hype.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, it's nice. But yeah, I want to hear what your names are. And then
I don't really have many. Like, some of them I've already kind of floated around on the internet, like the Raptorettes.
I think the Raptorettes is like
Toronto Raptorettes.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, Toronto Raptors. I said Toronto Batteries, but nobody really wanted to get behind that idea.
No. Nobody will be getting behind that idea.
Let's go Batteries.
No, that is so no. Like, no. Definitely not.
Toronto Batteries, number 1. Lady Raptors,
The
number
Lady
2.
Raptors is like not bad. I agree.
Number 3, I have the Toronto North Stars because, you know, we the North, we're stars. You see the North. Come on.
We already have like the Toronto Star, you know, we got the We the North thing going on. Like, I like the Toronto North Stars. I think that's a vibe.
What would our mascot be? I'm glad you asked. I have zero idea. Okay, like
Not me thinking you genuinely had an idea for what the mascot would be.
Like, I was thinking it could be like maybe like Toronto Marvels, you know, like something
Okay.
like superhero vibe,
Like the Supersonics?
like, you know, I mean, we can't.
No. We
Copy
wouldn't
that,
make
but-
the Supersonic, but I'm saying like along those lines, something super like
Yeah,
hero related.
Okay, I think that's fair. Like Toronto, like, what did I say? What did I say, bro?
You said Toronto Marvel.
Oh my dumbass forgot.
Yeah, I so much forgot what she said.
Yo, shut it. Shut it. But yeah, I think that's good. I heard Toronto Beavers, which I think is like cute. You know, it's Canadian.
It's cute, but I can't get behind some of these names, bro. Let's go Beavers. Like,
That's not even. Do that again for the camera. Do that again for the camera. That was dirty. No, I think Beaver is kind of cute. I like the Beavers. I saw Toronto Towers, which I think is trash. If we get named the Toronto Towers, I will never buy merch.
PTSD.
I will. That's what I think too. Like, I feel like you're also like calling it the Toronto Towers when like 9/11 is always something that we remember. Like,
Not a good one.
That's just not a great. Like, I get Toronto Tower because maybe the CN Tower, but
Yeah, but
we don't want to make the CN Tower like a pinnacle for like a terrorist organization to now go and bomb down. Like,
yeah,
and then
no, we're
remember it
good.
for
We're
30
good on
years
this
later,
side.
like,
Keep your fighter jets in the United States.
you know, say me. But
Anyways, outside of names and colors,
we didn't even talk about colors. I think it should still be red and black. I think that's tough as fuck.
red and black or black and gold. Like, I think the Aces have now rebranded to black and silver. We could be black and gold. We're
I think black and red is like the way that we should
black
go.
and red, white. I don't want our primary color to be like. Actually, no, red and white, bro.
Yo,
red and white, black
red
and red.
white,
Like, I
red, white,
genuinely
and
can't
gold.
see us being anything else.
Be blue because the Maple Leafs and the Argos suck. So I do not want to be associated with that shit.
We need to fall in line with the one successful organization that we have.
The Raptors
Yeah,
and
be the
TFC straight up.
TFC.
Yo, they were pretty good for like.
Do you even really know that?
Well, we had that one guy a couple years ago.
I know who you're talking to, Dear Rosario.
Yeah, that guy.
But I meant it's from like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's why I said a couple.
Anyways,
You know?
who would you build your roster around? Like, you could pick 5 players right now to be your starting to start off your organization. Current, soon to be, or like waiver wire. Who are you picking?
Current people to build my roster around. Okay, I'm picking Caitlin Clark, guard. Like, if I have to pick a franchise player,
Yeah, you get one franchise player, then you get a couple little role players. Because be realistic, we ain't gonna get everybody.
if I had to pick a franchise player, like someone who we're gonna build around, I would pick like out of the new draft class or like anybody.
Ideal scenario, your ideal scenario.
Ideal scenario, I'm thinking about it as like a new team. I would pick Angel Reese. I
Okay.
would pick Angel Reese as like a franchise player to start my team around. You know, the other people that I would surround her with would probably be like the likes of Chelsea Plum, Chelsea Gray, like off of Vegas.
So you already got 3 guards on this five man roster.
3 guards.
Sorry, 2 guards.
I would say
Kelsey Plum, Chelsea. Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah, but I would also say Sloot, like either Chelsea Gray or Sloot, like one of those veteran guards that knows like winning.
Yeah.
Knows how to win. I'm picking DeWanna Bonner straight up
Okay.
out of Connecticut.
Like your 5.
She'll be like she'll be my 5 because I would want Angel to learn how to play that stretch 4 type beat.
Okay, so you need one more.
And then I need one more. I need a 3, right? Can't lie. If I'm going at the 3, there's not really like crazy 3s that I would go with. Like, yeah, like that's a tough one. Like,
It's crazy how basketball has turned out that way, right? Because back in the day, like
the 3 was such a pinnacle.
It was a pinnacle position. It was a necessity.
It was necessary to have a good 3. Think
a
about
solid 3.
a wing, like a solid wing guy. Like
now, it's like you either have a bunch of guards and a bunch of bigs. Like you don't have a true.
You don't
3.
have like a true like slasher, like a DeRozan, right? Like
them 2K archetype builds. Like you ain't got that no more.
So I don't know. Like I don't know who I would put at the 3. Maybe I would put like Dejanay Carter at Connecticut, or like that's it. Like I don't really know.
Honestly, for me, like my roster, I'm probably building it around. I would go as my guard ideal scenario. I'm picking Dejanay Carrington. She's gonna be my 1. I think at the 2, I would probably have Rakia Jackson. At my 3, I don't want to do like an all rookie team necessarily, but I would probably want to pick Kate Martin. And then
she'd be a fire 3.
you know what I mean? She'd be a fire 3. And then at my 4, I'm picking Dorka Uwas from UConn. And then at my 5, I gotta go with Asia.
Yeah, it's gotta be Asia.
You
gotta have
like
Asia.
Ideal scenario. That's what I would want the Toronto like roster to be. Or like obviously we're not gonna get those big names, but I want them to build that type of team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I just think we like that. That is a key to success right there.
100%. And then like I mean that also kind of begs the question though, because Las Vegas, obviously, they had the number 1 pick and they used that on Asia Wilson. I don't know who the number 1 pick's going to be in 2026. We'll have to come back to you guys with that one. But can a WNBA team be successful in Toronto? I think we can be more successful than the Raptors, straight up. I think we can. I think we need to keep Masai Ujiri far away from the WNBA.
Away from the WNBA
As
team.
far
Like,
away
as far away as
possible.
possible. We
Like
need to keep this
zero
man. Like,
influence.
I have lost all faith in his ability to make good decisions.
Like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's looking like a farm team for BAL.
It is.
Like,
And I'm sorry, like, I'm not saying that there's no talent there, but like, what are we doing? We are a professional organization. We need to hire like professional athletes. Like,
there's also existing players in
that
the
are
league
so
that are
good
also
that we
really
are
good
not
that we
going
could use.
after.
Yeah.
We could have used DeMarcus Cousins. Like that's what I mean. Like, there's guys like DeMarcus Cousins. There's guys like Dwight Howard sitting on a roster internationally.
Yes. But talking about,
anyways, but speaking back to like the W and if it can be successful, 1000% it can be successful, just as, if not more successful than the Raptors, as long as Masai Ujiri stays the fuck away from them.
I think some good reasons, like, for that point, I think some good reasons why the Raptors would be successful is because we always talk about it. Toronto's such a huge basketball city. We have a lot of like really, really talented, like homegrown talent, but we're also a basketball city. Like, we know like, we're a basketball city. We're a huge
culture,
basketball
everything.
community. Like, people will invest in that team. It doesn't matter if we're successful because we're also delusional. Like, every year the Leafs are going to the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, we have
Every
diehards.
damn year.
Like, the one thing that Toronto breeds
It's a loyal fan
is
base.
loyal fan base. Toronto and Boston, it's funny because we hate each other, but it's because of how loyal our fan bases are to their teams.
We have a national baseball team, a national hockey team, a national
basketball team,
and a national team for MLS, a national football team, right? We obviously don't have an NFL team, but we don't really need one because we have the whole CFL going on, right? So we have the infrastructure. There's definitely people that would want to invest, and also to like think about the revenue that it'll generate, because Toronto's already a great city that a lot of people want to travel to. Having a professional team where people can now come and watch professional players like in the W play, come to Toronto to watch the Liberty, like, for example, right? So it's just, there's just all of that there. Like,
there's so much potential for this team, and I'm genuinely happy that Larry Tannenbaum said, yeah, no, we need this, because MLSE turned it down. MLSE said there was no infrastructure. They said they couldn't see it making them money. Larry Tannenbaum said, bet. Watch it make money.
A lie, watch and see still, but yeah, man, I think it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be great to see. Like, can't wait to be cheering for my Toronto North Stars. Just now,
Larry Tannenbaum, if you're watching this,
Toronto North Stars.
But nah, I mean, so we know Toronto's getting one. We have the Golden State Valkyries. Where should the next team go?
I think you have to go back to your legacy teams, like the teams that started it. I think you need to go back to Houston, Sacramento, or you need to give it to Portland, who was actually leading the race before they gave it to the Valkyries, by the way. But I think you need to go back and give it to Houston. They were the first dynasty.
The first ever dynasty in the W. People didn't win with the Houston Comets around.
Who was their star player, like their franchise player? It was Cynthia Cooper, right? I mean, you think about everything. We weren't fucking alive. Like, we weren't fucking alive when Houston was.
Houston were. They folded in 2008.
No, when they won, it was in the 90s.
They were winning. When
they were winning, it was in the 90s. They folded in 2008, but I think if you think about Texas, the state of Texas has 4 teams in the NBA alone. Like, they have the infrastructure, the resources, the money, and the loyalty, the loyal fan base to then put another WNBA team, another national team down there. So I think you give it to Houston.
Yeah, I agree. Houston is definitely the next team that should come in, along with 3 others. This little 1 or 2, like, every couple of years isn't gonna work for the demand. Like, Kathy Engelberg needs to get on board. We need like 2-3 teams a year type shit.
Yeah, like, I can't lie. Like, I don't know the back end of everything going on in the front office sports, but it's a little annoying that we're getting like a team every 2 years. When I know for a fact, like, you look at the bidding and all the reports about people wanting to invest, teams having the infrastructure and signing themselves up, and then she literally pulled the rug out from Oregon. Like, why not? Like, from Portland, why not have 2 teams? oh, because there's construction on the Trailblazers arena. What the fuck does that have to do with putting a WNBA team in a different arena?
Until that one's
You
finished.
had these girls playing in a high school gym like 5 years ago. Like, literally, like, so clearly, like, it's not that.
No, I don't get it. I think she needs help.
She
She needs
definitely
help.
does, but she also needs someone to light a fire under her ass, because we need more than 16 teams by 2026.
Yeah, straight up.
We could have at least 25 by 2027.
25 might be a lot, but we could have 20. Like, you can have 20.
Yeah, at least 20 teams by 2026. So yeah, Kathy, get with it.
Get with it, Kathy, please.
Come on.
Please.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all we got on like the basketball side of things. What's been going on? Just to wrap things up for y'all, I know that you'll notice the title of this episode is called Rebrand. So Jose and I have been doing a lot of thinking, and that's part of why we've been putting out episodes every other week. So in the off weeks, we can kind of work on other things on the business side of things that you guys don't really see, the behind the scenes type of stuff. With basketball being such a big part of our lives and a big passion point for us, we're thinking of restructuring into becoming more of a basketball centered podcast. It's not to say we won't talk about, music here and there if it fits into our lives, at that point in time when we are filming. But yeah, basketball's where it's at for us, I think.
We're big basketball heads. For those that know us, for those that don't know us, like, you're gonna get to know us through this podcast and our passions about basketball. And I think, yeah, like, given the fact that Toronto's getting a WNBA team, like, why not start now and build this community around basketball? And yeah, like, we want to hear from y'all. Like, we want to hear more from y'all. You guys are our eyes and ears outside of what we see and consume as well too. So continue to give us your feedback and your ideas on ways that we could be better. But we're really gonna hone in on this basketball community, especially women's basketball, because
100%.
there's enough people, there's enough men with think pieces out in the world that I really personally don't like to listen to. So for me, we wanna give our own perspective, being women in sport. Like, what better way to do that than doing it this way, right?
Oh, hands down. And also, don't fret, for those of y'all that aren't the sports brains or the sports minds, like, that's okay. Like,
you're here to learn.
You're here to learn. You're here to have fun with it. Like, we don't bore y'all with statistics and stats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a safe space for you to indulge in sports if you're not familiar with it, or if it's not something you typically like. I still think that this podcast can be for you.
So yeah. So we got for you guys episode 11.
The books, bro. 11 episodes in, like, that's what's up.
Yeah, we almost halfway. We're almost halfway.
We're almost halfway to our goal. Our first 25. That's gonna be a big one for sure.
But yeah, thank you guys for sticking for the ride. You know what it is? Small fish, big pond, and we out.
Yo, as always, don't forget.
Oh yeah, fuck. My fault. We're not out. We're back in.
As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Now we out.
Small fish, big pond, and we out.
Peace.